Hey friends, it's Quenby, the Grateful Queen, here on YouTube. Welcome back. I'm so happy to see you here. Today is Friday, February 4th, and every Friday on this channel, I do a live YouTube video. It's called Reseller Community Night, and it's an opportunity for resellers to come together and talk about their week of online reselling. If you're new to me in the channel, hi, I'm Quenby. I'm a part-time reseller. And I've been selling on eBay for 10 years, more than 10 years now. I also sell on Poshmark the last few years. I sell to Thredup, the online consignment store, and I sell over on Etsy. But on Etsy, I do digital products. I have not gone on there to sell vintage clothing and vintage items yet, but I might. If you are here and you're in the live chat, there'll always be a live chat that will replay. So please be sure to say hi in the chat and let us know who you are, what your name is, in addition to your username. Where do you sell? Where do you live in the country? And if you're a regular and you're here all the time, I see some friends starting to come in. Let me know, how was your week in reselling? What are you focusing on right now? What's selling for you? How are sales? Any new adventures? Trying anything new? Do you have any challenges? Has anything come up for you that you're like, that you want to have a question or something that you want to put in the chat? I usually just chat for a minute here in the beginning as I let people get the notification that we're live. And then I turn to the chat and we talk all about our week in online reselling. I sell on the platforms I mentioned, eBay, Poshmark, Thredup, and Etsy, but there's people in the chat who sell anywhere and everywhere. Facebook Marketplace, Depop, Kitizen, Grailed. People sell to the higher end consignment store, The Real. I feel a creeper coming on. Come say hi real quick. Just a few people starting to come in. My 10-year-old son, Torvald, who is going to borrow my phone to call Petey and order us some dinner. It's only 5 o'clock here, Pacific time. It's probably later. A lot of you are coming from the South or the East Coast. We have people from all around the country. It's always fun to learn from you where you're selling and what is it like there. I know some people are probably impacted by the weather. Not here in Northern California. It's been gorgeous. I hate to rub it in, but I am. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm from Boston. I lived there for till I was 23. And my family's still back in that area. And I know that they're having sleet and snow and hail and all sorts of bad cold weather. So, Torvald's already got a chicken. I love it. Hey, Torvald, can you take it somewhere so I don't hear everything you say? Live, real life, mom life, here with us. I have been working on my taxes. Yes, it is that time of year, my friends. I don't give tax advice, but I've been doing self-employed online reselling taxes for a decade. Now I have an accountant. It is time, my friends. It is February. Get on it. I want to talk to you all about my drama with the eBay glitch around 1099s that just happened today. I posted about it on Instagram and I'm a little spun out from it, so we can talk about that. Let me say hi to some friends that have joined us in the chat and let us know, what are we wanting to focus on tonight? My friend Deborah is here. Timeless Jewel by Deborah saying, yay, happy Friday, peeps. What'd you guys do today? Holly's here from Hunter Ryan. Hi, drawing tropical leaves on a pair of Carhartt jeans to batik tomorrow. UZT Japs chops, I don't know. For most of the things I will be doing single or tie-dye. The wax from it leaves patterns when dyed. Yeah, she took a really cool course. Holly's doing some good upcycling stuff with batik, so that's pretty cool. Last week when we were here, people were offering some education about selling that brand Carhartt, which is typically like a work wear for men and women who are working, usually like in construction or on ranches. It's like heavy duty work wear. And some people were saying they were selling it really beat up because a lot of the kind of young hipsters like wearing it like that. So it's a good brand to pick up. It sells for a lot, even if it's not in good shape, apparently. Did you get it all? Did it go okay? We got Margaret is here with us saying hello. I always do this thing where I go down and say hi to everybody. Then I come back and sort through the comments. So make sure you leave a comment so I know what questions or concerns or what you want to share with us. Have you done anything cool? Is something working well for you? Deborah Anderson is here. And Dorothy's made it. Hello, everyone, she says. And Barbara Babash said, sales are good and still listing jewelry. Yeah, you have been a listing queen, Barbara. You've been listing a lot. It's been so cool to kind of see you doing that. I'm at a place where I'm a part-timer. I have a lot going on with other businesses right now, and I'm just trying to do my 5 a day. Just stay consistent, do my 5 a day. If I get more than 5 done, I save them. And on a day where I'm feeling really pressed for time or something, I'll have the listings ready to go. So I don't usually go over my 5 right now because I'm just on kind of maintenance. I'm not on growth right now. My friend Cynthia is here, Thrift Hauls, saying hello. And Misty made it in, Misty McIntyre. Hello, happy Friday. And MTMT with the cute cat picture there. And Bora Bora Jen is here. Hey, Jen, how's it going? Hi, Megan, eco-friendly saver. Hi, friends. Just got back from thrifting and I found so many bolos. What did you find? Give us 1 or 2. We like to share all sorts of tips and tricks for selling online here. And that includes like a new brand. Sometimes I'll learn about new brands from all of you here in the chat. New places to source. Tina Todd. Hi, all. I'm in North Carolina, but I just moved from the Bay Area. I miss that fabulous weather. Yeah, we were neighbors. I'm in Northern California, about an hour north of San Francisco, and it can be awful here. I mean, we still get seasons in Northern California. They're just not as dramatic, but we had like 2 weeks of rain, and it's like so dark and dreary, but now it has been gorgeous. It's been like 60 degrees and sunny. I mean, I'm in a tank top. Sorry. Sorry if you're cold and I'm rubbing it in. Hey, Zoe. Boston schools were, I bet a bunch of stuff was closed. Oh, here we go. Boston schools were canceled last night for ice rain. We never closed school for ice rain when I was a kid. Oh, yeah. We were tougher back then. It was like you were going to school. I remember, I'm 45 years old. I'm from the Boston area. I remember listening to the radio. Yes, that's right. All my young friends are going to be like, oh gosh, Quimby. We would be listening to the radio in the morning, the local station on the radio, to see whether school was going to be canceled or not. And it was like, New Englanders are tough. You were going to school unless they really couldn't run the buses or something. So Kelly Schaffner's here. Hey, Kelly. Hi, Quimby. Hello, all. Great to see my friend Kelly. And Lourdes made it back. Hello, everybody. Glad to be here. I see some great comments, so I'm going to get back to those. Seattle Q. I'm here from north of Seattle. Cool. Okay. I said hi to a bunch of people. If I missed you, please do leave another comment so that I don't miss it. Did anybody else get into this whole 1099 thing? It's funny. If you go to my Instagram at The Grateful Queen, I post a post that I got my very first 1099 from eBay. I've been selling on there 10 years. I've never got a 1099. It usually went through PayPal, and your sales could be lumped in with anything else you use PayPal for. And I used to just kind of sort it out myself, but I got my very first 1099. I'm like, oh, wow, cool. I didn't think this was happening till next year, but all right. I track it all on GoDaddy myself. How do you guys track your reselling stuff? People say QuickBooks is good. GoDaddy's amazing. I'm not an affiliate or anything. I've just used it for a long time and I like it. And so I'm all excited. I get my 1099. Then I got this email later. I posted it on Instagram and it's like eBay saying, our apologies. We were not supposed to send out those 1099s. My understanding is in 2022, if you make 20K or more, they're sending you a 1099, and they weren't supposed to do it this year, apparently. And then a lot of people said they were wrong. So it was incorrect and wrong. I can read you the email if you're interested, but I want to give you guys a heads up about that because maybe your 1099 is coming in the mail next week and you're going to be like, oh, wait, I didn't know I was getting one. And then you'll get another letter saying, whoops, sorry, we weren't supposed to send it. If you've been like me and you've sold on eBay for a long time, then you know eBay makes a lot of changes. And often when they do something new, there's glitches. It's just the way it is. Like whenever they're doing something new and trying something new, it seems like there's big glitches that affect sellers and then it irons itself out. So I try not to react. So there you go. Did anyone else get one? I'm fine getting a 1099. I think it's great. It'll make my bookkeeping even easier. But there's a lot of confusion in the community right now about whether or not you're getting 1099s and how much you have to earn and all that. So there you go. Love to hear what you guys think. Okay, Deborah Anderson in Texas says, hi friends, happy February Friday. USPS didn't pick up my packages today because of the weather in Dallas. The carrier didn't work. At least here in Little Elm, what happened to the rain, sleet, and snow? Let me know in the comments, do you guys use USPS to schedule pickups? I mean, I think it's genius. I think it's fantastic. You go on their site, USPS, and you can schedule the pickup and you can let them know how many items you have. The issue for me is they don't show up, which is a small issue. It's like they will show up sometimes, but not reliably. So I'll be like, oh my gosh, they're not here yet. It's 4:00. Now I have to get in my car and go down to the post office. They are so unreliable for me. Has anyone else had that issue that I can't use that service? And it's free and it's a great service. So that's too bad. I wish I could use it. Let's see. Dorothy says, I just started an inventory spreadsheet. I have been hyper focused on putting my inventory before I list. Also putting in what it's sold for. I should have done it sooner. Yeah. There's so many ways people do their tracking and there's so many ways people do their bookkeeping and accounting. I personally don't do it that way. I don't record every single item, but I think that's probably one of the best ways to do it. Hopefully, are you doing it like online? I hope. There's just so much tracking involved. I don't do it at that level of tracking. Holly said, the best thing ever. I got my wireless Rollo. So awesome. Actually printed a shipping label from my car when had an order come in when I was heading to the post office. Oh, wireless Rollo. Oh. Wow. That's awesome. I tried to make my Dymo wireless. We got some special thing for it, but it didn't really work well. So in case people are wondering, what printer do you use? How do you print your labels? I think one of the best things for like newer resellers, the first thing you obviously need is a scale as a reseller. But in my opinion, a Dymo or a Rollo or some other type of printer where you don't have to buy printer ink and you can just print labels, a label printer. That's a game changer. I remember when I was new and I used to just print it on my computer, which is expensive, cut it out, cut the tape and put it on there. That is a waste of time, and time is money in this business. You could be listing, you could be sharing, you could be working on your inventory. You could say, oh, it's not that much time, but it is. It really does add up. Then I graduated and I got the half sheet label. So at least I was printing on a half sheet label, but still it's extremely expensive ink for your printer. So when you're ready, invest in a Dymo or a Rollo or one of those others. But Dymo, at least last I knew, they don't have a wireless option. So Rollo is ahead on that. Margaret says, from Hyde Park, New York, snowing and sleeting, still a beginner, have yet to make my first sale or posting. What are you going to be? Are you going to be listing on eBay, Posh, or what platform? You're in the right place, Margaret, because there's so many experienced resellers here. If you have any questions or you want to learn, people are willing to share so much. Cynthia says, I'm having great sales for February. Oh, nice. My sales have been pretty good too. My eBay sales are up for sure. And as usual, Poshmark, I don't make a ton of sales, but I tend to make more full price sales, more like $40, $50 sales. So I keep Poshmark going because it's always a nice bonus. But that's great. That is fantastic. Why do you think your sales are better right now? Melissa's saying, hi, it's been a while. Great to see you. And Cynthia says, I went to the bins yesterday and so many fun gems. They rolled out a whole bin of just handbags. Oh my God, you're making me crazy. I can't wait to visit you. It looked like they never made it to the Goodwill sales floor. Oh my gosh. It's so funny, you guys. Let me know in the chat or comments. Do you shop at the Goodwill outlet, aka the bins, where you sift through the blue bins and you make a card and you pay by weight? You guys all know that mine never reopened since the pandemic, and I really want to go. And today I was watching videos while I was listing and working on taxes stuff, and the videos were, I just did a YouTube search for bins haul videos or come thrift with me at the bins. It was so fun to watch people dig through all that stuff. Have you guys been? Do you source there? I mean, it's the best. Hey, James. Oops, I'm behind. Ooh, gosh, sorry. I didn't realize all these people were here. I'm just up in the very first half of the chat, chatting away, and then I guess my chat just jumped and a bunch of people are here. So let me say hi, and then I do want to talk about thrifting in the bins a little bit more. So if I get way off, bring me back, because I've got to figure out my bin situation, because it's the best, lowest cost of goods. And mine's closed. I keep waiting for it. I think I'm going to go visit Cynthia over in Sacramento at the end of the month. If COVID stuff is still, if cases are going down and everything, I'm going to make a little road trip. It's Lisette. Happy Friday, beautiful people. I missed you all. Missed you too, Lisette. Annette Lilypad is here saying, Quemby looking good. Sells for Mulo. Mulo, you know what happened is he wrote Dymo, love it, and I mushed together the Mula and the Dymo and made up my own word. Sells for Mula, Dymo, love it. I love mine. I don't have a problem with it, but some people prefer other printers. I have 2 Dymos. I've got like a little one and a big one, and gosh, do I appreciate not having to mess with labels. It's so easy. It's so inexpensive. I don't buy the Dymo brand labels. You're supposed to, apparently, but I just buy them at like a labels place, generic ones. So it's cheap. It's a big investment. They cost a couple $100. And Xtina Todd says, I love my Rolo. Has anyone tried both the Dymo and the Rolo? And do you have a comparison or a preference? Or why did you go Rolo and not Dymo? I think the Dymos are more expensive, right? But they've been around longer. James at the Antique Boutique. I have a Dymo for the home office and a Follow for my bedroom where I usually print labels. Oh, a Rolo? Wait, are you saying you have a Dymo and a Rolo? There's a spelling error there, James. James, you must clarify. Oh, that's right down here. Rolo, not Follow. Okay, so you've got a Dymo and a Rolo. So could you educate people that might be listening, might be in the market or curious? Why? Is there a benefit to one if you want to get one? I mean, you're going to get lots of opinions about this, but I just went Dymo because that's what I knew and have heard about for so long. I have a link in my description section of the video if you want to check out on Amazon just what it looks like and what the price is and what the deal is with it. Dara's Life is here saying hello. Good to see you. And Gino made it in. Gino made it in early tonight. Hello, Quemby. You look super tonight. You know what I'm going to say? The same thing I've been saying every Friday. I went to Zumba today. I'm telling you, on the days I go to class, it's an hour long. I sweat like crazy. I have so much fun. And then the whole day, I just notice I feel better. I go Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I have to figure something out for Tuesday, Thursday. Debbie Whitehead, it is great to see you, my friend. Haven't seen you as much. James is just leaving the bins now. Hey, y'all, just leaving the bins. How are you? We were just talking about the bins. Yeah, I need to get there. I need to figure it out. I think what I'm doing is stalling because I have a bins right in my city. And I'm like, oh, it'll open. But guess what, Quemby? It has not opened. And it's not going to open anytime soon because we're back in like a red zone. Like things aren't good here. So I have to like commute. I have to drive somewhere. I'm going to drive to Sacramento. That's where, and go to the bins. It's like a 2.5 hour drive. All right. Anyway, let's see. Okay. Oh, there's all sorts of comments. Let me see what I'm missing. A reminder from Lisette to hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. I don't know if people know this, but my mom's learning the hard way. If you're not subscribed, you don't get a notification for the live. So you cannot join the live, and you cannot see the live until it uploads, which is usually approximately 24 hours later. So people that aren't subscribed can't get on the live, really. They don't get a notification or anything. Till the next day, they can watch the replay. Okay, let's see. Oh, Kelly says, I love bins thrifting. I just traveled to Arizona for 2 days just to thrift to the bins. This has helped grow my business by keeping costs low. Even when traveling, the costs can't be beat. 100%, Kelly. You are 100% right. Definitely check out her channel at Kelly Schaffner. She has hauls from the bins. She does a lot of thrift haul videos, Thredup unboxings, just great content. She and I have done a few collabs. And that makes sense, like traveling even to thrift. If I didn't have my other full-time business, I think I would just be traveling and doing more stuff. I actually went thrifting last week twice. I have not been thrifting in like a month or so. I have thrift videos up. They're Come Thrift With Me, where they're basically me in the store and then a little bit of a haul. So you get to see what the California thrift stores are like and how bad the prices are here. One's with my mom. So I'm still putting the thrifting videos out because that's kind of where my heart is, even though no one seems to watch like that. They do not perform well on my channel at all. My unboxings, tons of views, comments, and everything. My thrift hauls, it's like not as many. So, but I'm still going to do them because I think they're important and I love doing them. So sometimes you have to do it even though. Yeah. Dara's Life says, hi, Kelly Schaffner. I always love watching your videos. Yep, she's a good one. Go over there and subscribe. Okay, then James has got some tips about the Rollo. I think I see here. So the Rollo printer is faster and more compact. And I think it's cheaper too. I think the Rollo is cheaper than the Dymo, or it used to be. So Holly says, I got my Dymo first and could not get it to work. The Rollo was so easy, even with setting it up on Wi-Fi. Yeah. So that's something to think about. I had no problem setting up my Dymo, but I have had a couple issues with the labels where there's a problem with the labels, and then I have to go in and kind of mess with it and clean it out. But, oh, and Deborah Anderson said, I'm also a Dymo 4XL. Love it. Also, speaking of technology, just got a new iPhone 13 Max Pro. Loving it. Awesome camera. Wow. iPhone 13 Max Pro. You can do everything with your cell phone. Like you can make videos on there when the camera's really good. You can take all the pictures for your business. That's great. Do you have a technology helper, Deborah, or are you kind of good at it? Lisette says, I have a Rollo. I love it. Looking forward to getting the wireless Rollo. It would be great to have a thermal printer at our house and mom's house. Yeah, it would. It would. You can get them. See, you can get them pretty cheap, much cheaper on eBay pre-owned. I just personally don't feel comfortable buying a pre-owned printer. I buy almost everything pre-owned, but certain electronics, I just don't want to. I don't want to do that. But maybe you'll win one of the giveaways, Lisette. There's always so many giveaways on Instagram for a Rollo. I'm glad I have two because when one of them acts up, I have a little one because I bought the wrong one and it was like a smaller one, but the one you want is the Dymo 4XL that has the big 4x6 labels. But I'm glad I have two because I've accidentally run out of labels before and I'm like, oh my gosh, so then I can use my little one, or if one of them's acting weird. It is good to have a backup printer, you guys. James said, I needed to spend year-end money. Yeah, I think I failed at that this year, back to the whole taxes thing. Usually in December, I know I'm going to need some write-offs to buy some stuff. So I buy stuff for my business. I bought, my printers or a new computer. lights, all that big ticket stuff. And this year I kind of didn't do it. So my taxes are crazy with all the different 1099s and business stuff. It's like, I have so many. It's like, James is driving, so he can't type. So forgive his spelling errors. Hi, Mari. Mari's made it from Cisneros Closet. Hello, hello. Good to see you. And she says, well, I have a small Amazon one. It is Bluetooth. It's amazing. Connected to my iPhone immediately. I was going to purchase the Rollo Bluetooth, but didn't have enough money. So what? Do you know the name on the one that you got? The wireless thing is great because I do have to bring my laptop upstairs, plug my Rollo in, do my stuff. And there are things that you can buy, like adapters or something, to make your Dymo wireless. I did not have a ton of success with it, but there is such a thing. I'm sure they're going to come out any minute with a wireless one. Oh, and James also got the iPhone 13 Max Pro. Did that just come out or something and all the iPhone people trade up? How do you? I never know about that stuff. Hi, Allie Dell. How is it going? Let's see. Gino says, how are your Valentine sales? That's a really good question, actually, Gino. What do you guys think? I don't know. I sell mostly clothing and fashion. So what I could look and see is if I've sold some pretty dresses or handbags or something like that, but I don't specifically source for Valentine's Day. I probably should. I should probably get some red and pink and cute dresses and things like that in. In fact, I've done that in the past. I guess it just slipped my mind this year. But do you guys do anything special for Valentine's Day for your stores? Is there anything that sells really well for you? If I did hard goods, I think I'd have a Valentine's Day section. I want to do hard goods. I sure do. State Line Thrift is with us. Thank you for doing this live every week. Look forward to it each Friday. Oh, you're so sweet. I do too. I look forward to it. Now, there's a Friday coming up. I'm not going to be here because it's the Valentine's Day weekend and I have to go do something romantic with my handsome boyfriend. I got to put the time in. Let's see. Bins thrifting. Lorda says, I went to the bins last week, Thursday around 11 a.m. and it was packed. There were no carts available. Thank God I had my giant TJ Maxx bag. I found good stuff, but no shoe bins. So sad, and no purses. That is the worst. When there's not a cart, it is the worst. What I do is hang out by the front and hover and wait for someone to leave. But if you've got those big IKEA bags or a big, huge bag, that probably helps, but you have to lug it around. At my bins, you weren't allowed to have a cart or anything on the floor. Every bins has their own customs, and you have to go in there and check it out. We had to have our carts in a line around the perimeter. You were not allowed to have a cart on the floor at all. So you'd grab stuff, run back to your cart, grab some more stuff. But the shoes at the bins, man, you cannot beat it. Mine were $1.79 a pound. How much for you guys? Melissa said, help, please. I got my first box from Jomar, and it's full of what I think are sample tags. How do I list those? You list them exactly the same, new with tags, and you write sample. So I order samples, new with tags all the time. I have zero problem selling it. I got a lot of Free People stuff like that. I wonder, what brand did you get? It's not a problem. I just put in there, new with tags, new with sample tags, no flaws, new item. This was a sample. I sell it all that way. I wonder what you got with sample tags. That's how I've always got all my Free People boxes. Man, I got some good boxes from Jomar recently. And guess what? Today or this weekend, they're having a 50% off sale. Well, I got on there. The site is going bonkers. It's I can't check out my cart. Things are moving from the cart. I wonder if they're just getting everyone shopping on there at the same time and the site is crashing. Did anyone else have that problem? So I closed it off, got back on again. It'll show me my cart, but there's no way to check out. The site is malfunctioning. Probably because they're having a 50% off sale and everybody wants to get on there. Annette says, most fun hour of the entire week. Wow, you are so kind. Thank you. Is anyone else doing any kind of Valentine's Day sales? Oh, James says you may have until March, I think, to buy the stuff for tax write-offs. I'm gonna make a little note about that and ask, because I know I'm gonna put some money in my 401k, that kind of stuff. I'm gonna write that down. How long? March tax write-off. I've been keeping a paper and pen next to me because we always talk about great things, and I always learn from you guys. I've been selling 10 years, and I never want to stop learning and growing, and there's always something new. You guys will teach me about a new site or a new way to do shipping, and I look into it. Gino says, I am healthy now. I was very sick last month. Thank you for your concern. Betty Boop, he must be talking to Lisette. I'm glad you're feeling better. Oh, T-Mobile offered an insane deal on the new iPhone 13 Pro Max Super phone. James, your bins are $2.19 a pound. That's on the high side. From what I've heard, some people it's like $1.19. Mine is $1.79, I want to say. And they change stuff all the time, but I thought mine was high compared to other people's. And I do not have the thing at the bins where if you buy a certain weight, the price is reduced. I don't have that. And Lourdes says the bins went from $1.69 a pound, and I was very surprised to find out it went up to $2.49 a pound. Started January 1st. Oh yeah, they are trying to. That Goodwill is crazy. Goodwill is crazy. Felicia Sullivan, great to see you. In LA, it's $2.29. Yep, that's the highest I've heard, actually. And it's like, that's not, I know that's cheap. People are like $2.29 for a pound of clothing, but for bins comparatively, they're often much cheaper. The bins in LA, I've heard, is really good. I should get down there too. Maybe I need to do a series of bins across California, and I can write off my travel expenses and come visit everybody. Who here is my friend Eva's not here. Who here is in California? Maybe people can meet us at the bins in Sacramento. Bora Jen says, I'm in. Okay, Pinky swear. She must be chatting to one of you lovely people. Oh yeah, that's right, Lisette. The first time I went to the bins was in October. It was the New Hampshire bins, and I met Lori's boss and found there such a great time. Looking forward to go back. And I was supposed to be on that trip with you, and I didn't get to go. Yeah. The first time at the bins, that's crazy, because years back, I did my undergraduate work when I lived in Santa Cruz at the University of California, Santa Cruz, and they had a bins, but it was always called The Dig. Same thing, same bins, save blue bins. I forget what the price was, but that's how I got into it. This was before I was reselling clothes or anything. This was when I was in my late 20s. And I had a book selling business called Buddha Books. When I was in college, I sold books on Amazon, used books that I got at the Goodwill outlet. It was called The Dig. So when I moved here and everyone started calling it the bins, I was like, what is the bins? I've never heard of the bins. And it's the same. I've never heard anyone else call it the Dig, though. And I did the Buddha Books business back when you couldn't scan books. So you'd have to get the ISBN and put it in. So you had to like buy the books, go home, and then run the ISBN and hope you got something pretty good. It was just a different world back then with book selling. Do you guys sell books? Kelly says in Tucson it was $1.69 a pound. So yeah, there's it's different depending on where you are. It's still cheap. I mean, it's still going to be the cheapest. Oh my God. Cynthia said, yes, let's meet in Sacramento. We have 3 Goodwill outlets. Okay, that's it. I'm going to come and spend the night. I'll get a hotel, Petey and I. I think it would be at the end of February, that other one, because we're going to go away for the weekend for Valentine's Day. I'm going to ask Petey tonight. I'll make a note. If we can go that Saturday, what was it, the 26th or something? Calendar, February, maybe February 26th. I'm going to see if I can go then. I think that's the right one. Or is it the 19th? It might be the 19th. All right, I'll get back. Is anyone in California want to meet us in Sacramento at the bins? Allison said, plans for us are to move out of Washington and move to Las Vegas in the spring. Washington is just too cold for me. Yeah. Felicia says, they're good, but have become extremely chaotic and competitive. It's now hit or miss. That's the way mine are. That's all I know. Like some of the bins, I was watching bins videos today. I love when people get in there and show you footage because they're all a little different, but they all look familiar. And some are so chill. Like I know Kelly Schaffner has done a while back, probably a year or two ago, right, Kelly? And your bins look like a regular store. I still remember it because I was like, oh my gosh, it's so clean and calm. Or my bins are so, this is like a big cement floored warehouse, and people are, a new bin comes out, everyone runs and pushes, and it's just kind of crazy. People fight over carts. It's kind of nuts there. But you do it however you want. If you want to hang back and be chill, you totally can. Is Deborah still here from Timeless Jewel for Deborah? What's this? Oh, Mari's printer. Yes, it's called Jaden's Store 4.1 out of 5 stars. And it has 461 reviews, Bluetooth thermal printer. So if you want that was a mouthful. Yeah, if you want a less expensive thermal printer, it sounds like she likes hers, and there's the information there. You could try something out like that. Let's see what else is happening here. Holly says, the only bad thing about my Rollo is that I have it in my bedroom right now, and the power light is so bright. I have an SD card reader sitting on top to dim the light. Yeah, that wouldn't work for me. In your bedroom, you need to have a little bit of private space. A bedroom should be like your sacred space, shouldn't it? Kelly says, your thrifting videos are so good, Quimby. I love them. You are so kind. And Lisette says, I love the thrift with you video with your mom. Thank you. Yeah, I think my friends watch them like you guys, but for some reason, all my thrift videos, most of them just in terms of like my personal channel performance, like how many views, they're like very low. Very, very low. My guess is it's because thrift with me videos are extremely competitive. So many people do them. Not just resellers. There's millions of thrift with me videos. So maybe that's it. Or I don't know, maybe people just really love the unboxings. What do you guys like? I'm still going to do all of it, but just curious point there. James says, I got one Gucci shoe Saturday and the other tonight. So happy. Wait, was that at the bins? That's happened to me before. That has happened to me where I find a shoe. The bins is notorious for this, where you find one shoe on one side of the thing and you're there for hours, and you find another one in a completely different non-shoe related area. That is very common. But I've had it where I go back and I find the other shoe on a different day. Isn't that weird? You were meant to have that. I remember finding a pair of Frye boots, tall black leather Frye boots. They looked new. I don't know if they were a sample or a store display. The sole had like nothing on. I walked around with the one boot the entire time, and I was like looking everywhere. And then I finally found it right before I was going to leave, not in the shoe section at all, like a completely different section. And I was like, oh, I'm so glad, because it is painful when you find a shoe and you want it and you know it's so good and you can't find the other one. My bins started at least using elastics to put them together, and that really helped with that. But then everybody goes through, and so sometimes they lose their elastics. Oh, Kelly, I cannot wait to see your bins traveling to Arizona bins haul videos. Those are going to be good. That's always fun. It's just so inexpensive at the bins. There's nothing like it. Nothing compares. Deborah Anderson says, my USPS carrier is very reliable. I just started using the pickups when the heat became intolerable here and I couldn't take Dak to the PO with me. They have never missed a day until today. I love it. That is something to be grateful for. that I would it makes so much sense. I could leave a bin out there because I go to the post office. I make a trip almost every day. I try and combine it going somewhere else, but that'd be so awesome if they showed up reliably and I could just order the pickup and they would actually come. Sells for Mueller says, Mula says, Maudie, I'm here in Maine. Second storm in 3 days. State offices are even closed. Yeah. My sister sent me a video today. She's in New Hampshire, and it was from the car. We do these car videos back and forth. And she had to pull over. She's like, hold on, I have to pull over and wipe the sleet off my windshield. And you could hear it hitting the car. I'm like, oh gosh, I do not miss that about East Coast living at all. Zoe says, me too, Quimby. I've scheduled many USPS pickups and they've literally never showed up. I know, and it's so disappointing. It's like, are they coming? Do I have to go out there? Dorothy says, I drop off or out in my mailbox. I like to ship ASAP. Me too. I like to ship. Well, I do next day because I don't want to worry about cancellations, but I like to go to the post office every day. People care a lot about fast shipping. So I really try to do that. Oh, Sarah Lee Coleman popped in and I missed it. Hi, Quimby. Hello, everyone. I'm in the Central District of Seattle. Must be cold there too, right? Let me just see what is happening down here. Thrift Hauls said, yes, let's meet in Sacramento. We have 3 Goodwill outlets. That's right. I already read that one. And she said it's $1.59 a pound. Lisette says, I sell anything that isn't nailed down. Tonight I sold men's leather moto boots, a printed maxi dress, a J. Jill top, and 2 bottles of de-icer wiper fluid. That's awesome. I have so much stuff I could sell if I just wanted to sell anything that isn't nailed down. Like, I do the clothes stuff because I really enjoy that. But again, if I was full-time or this was my main gig, I'm sure I would be selling whatever. And I have sold a little bit of everything over the years for sure. But why not? If you have it and you can make money on it, sell it. Oh, there's Deborah. Let me see. Timeless Jewel by Deborah. Here she is. I bought this necklace from her. I wanted to share with you guys. I was over on her channel and she was having a jewelry sale. I was going to wear it, but I have to get it all together. And so she did a sale and you could just say what you wanted. And she emailed me and I got this gorgeous necklace. I got it a little tangled up, Deborah. That's why I didn't quite put it on yet, but it is so pretty. It's got gold and silver and all blues. Isn't it so pretty? And she shipped it out right away. And the packaging was amazing. It came in this gorgeous box and I absolutely love it. I was trying to put it on and I got a little tangled up because it's one of those ones that has like, I don't know, you jewelry people know the words where it's like there's several necklaces. I don't sell enough jewelry. You know how when it has like several different kind of layers? I can't wait to wear it. I'm so excited. It's beautiful. So she is awesome. She is very awesome. Oh, and Deborah said, I got a great Jomar dust bag box. I used your code. I posted the video. Now, why did you buy that dust bag box? Oh, I know why. Because you're selling enough. So Deborah buys, well, you tell me, but I'm guessing it's because you sell higher end stuff. And then when you ship it out, you're going to give them the dust bag. How much were the dust bags? Gino says the neighborhood porch pirate guy is way more punctual than my postal man. LOL. I would put stuff like I put it in a bin on the far side of my porch near the door where I figure I haven't had any problems. Hey, Christy Blocker saying, hey, family, great to see you. How are you, Christy? Yeah, I haven't had problems. Although if you go on one of my neighborhood app, all those people do is complain that stuff's being taken and stolen. I've had no issue. I'm like, okay, no problem. Holly said, I should start riding my bike to the post office every day. Even the 2 miles to the post office is expensive with gas over $4 a gallon. Oh, it's so expensive here too. Oh, it's crazy. It's so bad. Deborah said, I prefer thrifting with me videos to unboxings, but I don't like to buy from the online wholesalers anymore, so I just don't watch the unboxing. Sorry. No, that's fine. I watch all sorts of things. And then there's some people that I just really like on YouTube, and I feel like I kind of know them a little bit, even though they don't know me at all. And so I don't care what they put up. I'm just going to watch it. Like, I don't really care what the content of the video is. I'm just going to hang out with them for a little while. That's why I watch a bunch of stuff that I'm not really going to buy or anything either. What is this? Oh, Lisette's putting a link in here. Thermal label printer. Hoodoo high speed. So check that out if you're someone who's like in the market for a printer. James says, I always watch your thrift videos. Thank you, James. I appreciate it. I love thrift videos myself. Let's see. Holly says, has there been any talk of Posh Fest this year? We need to do our own Posh if it doesn't. I'm sure a lot of the business support businesses would sponsor. You know, there were a few different events, like a few different reseller events, and I just wasn't really entirely sure how they were set up or what was going on, but there've been some different ones. There was that one, was it in Vegas with like Rally Roots and all those guys? And then some, I know the New Orleans girls in the South all kind of get together. I think there's smaller ones that go on. I will, hopefully everything will be better and we will have a Posh Fest and I will go and get to hang out with you guys. But if not, I just can't coordinate something like that. Seems kind of like a lot to take on, but you're good at that, Holly. You've got like a lot more vision. Cynthia says, I drop at UPS. It's close to my storage unit. It goes print out the label at apartment, walk to the storage, pack up the items, then drop at UPS. Great routine. Oh my gosh, that is a great routine. You're lucky everything's close. My storage unit is my garage. And I just like that because I don't have to go anywhere. It's so convenient. But I can see why a lot of people would want to separate their living space from their business space. Like, I totally get that. So you get the labels and then you go over there and then you pack them up at UPS and drop them off. I love it. Get you out too, out and about. Let's see. I think they were $25. What was $25 for the bag of dust bags, and then you'll use them like if you sell one of your items. Like if you sell your Gucci item, you'll have the Gucci dust bag. Sells for Mula says, I drove to the post office yesterday. What are the snowbank covering my mailbox? We were today and they were closed, not opening until 2:00. I have no idea what that was about. Oh, the snowbank was covering your mailbox. I get it. Oh yeah. You just, if it was me, I would probably message customers and just be like, hey, like if it took more than a few days to ship out, then, or if it's more than the time I offered, I'd probably just message them and say, I live in Maine and we're experiencing snowstorms, I probably can't ship till Monday or something. When I went through the fires last year and was evacuated in October, was it October? Yeah, last year. I just messaged everyone because I made a bunch of sales and I was like, I had to get out of the house quick. It's not like I could get everything. And everybody was fantastic. No one complained. I just said, I can cancel your order because I don't know how long I'm going to be evacuated, or I can ship it like next week. And people were totally understanding. Like everybody around the country knows what's going on with the weather and how that's going to affect shipping. So I would maybe do that. Gino says $3.40 here in Florida for gas. I know. It's like almost $5 here. And when we were there, hey, Leslie jumped in. When I was just there in October, so a few months ago, and I couldn't believe how cheap the gas was in New Hampshire and Massachusetts. I was like, wow, everything seemed cheaper. So enjoy it. Lisette says, USPS is 5 minutes away from my house. I made a few great friends there, so I leave them on the counter and they give me a receipt the next time I see them. Oh my gosh. That is friendly. Like they'll be like, oh, I'll get them. And then when you show up, they just put it aside for Lisette. That you're like the friendliest person. I just leave mine on the counter. I don't get a receipt or anything. There's always lines at my post office. And Leslie at A Reseller's Passion. Happy Friday, Quimby and friends. I just wanted to stop in before this ended. Have a great weekend, everyone. Oh, yeah. So Deborah got the designer and branded dust bags, $25 after the discount. Nice. So then you have them. And that's like, if I was selling something and I was taking photos and it had the dust bag, or if I was a buyer, I'd be like, oh, this is cool. I want the purse or the shoes, and it comes in the dust bag. I like that. Dorothy said, talking about Poshmark, I just filled out a 1099 for this year. I don't know if Poshmark's given them out this year. Like I said at the beginning of the video, my understanding is that it's supposed to be for 2022. If you make more than $600, you're going to get a 1099 from eBay, Poshmark, wherever it is that you're selling. I don't know why eBay sent me a 1099 this year. I've never got one. I don't have a problem with it. I just didn't think it was happening until next year. And I made like 19,400 or something. So I was not at that 20K mark. So that's two reasons they weren't supposed to send it. They weren't supposed to do it till 2022. And I didn't quite make the $20,000 in sales. I made 19,400 and something. So then I got the email saying, whoops, we accidentally sent you a 1099. Please disregard it. We did not send this 1099 to the government. So it's just like it's an eBay moment. It's not surprising. James says, Jomar has no discounts for affiliates at the moment. Now, James, that was true a couple weeks ago. I don't know what's happening as of today. I've been getting emails saying that people have used the discount, but I really don't know exactly what's happening over there, to be honest. Like, they're having some changes in staff. They told us they were putting the affiliate program on hold and people couldn't use discounts. But the last few days, I've been getting emails that people are using the discount. So I don't know what that means. I'm just happy you guys are getting the discount. I don't think I'm going to earn any credit or anything like I've done in the past because I really don't know what's happening with them. And you know what? It's okay. We'll see what happens. Let's see. What is this? Sales formula. Expense your 0.58 cents per mile driving to the post office at $4 per gallon is nuts. I know. I mean, I do. I just did my mileage for my taxes yesterday, and it was like, oh, it takes forever. I try to do it. I try to go on. I use GoDaddy that they import everything from eBay, Posh, PayPal, my checking account, Etsy, everything. So it's all in there. They organize it all. And I just have to go in every once in a while and check it out and make sure everything went to the right category. I try and do my miles every few months. But this year I wasn't good at it. And I had to sit there for hours and go through what day did I drive to the thrift store, mark it all down, put the mileage in. It's like, there is an app for that I strongly recommend. I don't use it and I should. So you guys should. Then every time you go somewhere and you're in the car, you just tap that it's for your mileage, for your taxes, and they organize it all for you. I think it's free too. I don't know what it's called, but you can probably Google it. Deborah says, you guys, or should I say y'all, the cost of living in Texas is so much better than other areas. Our gas, at least here in my town, has not hit $3 yet. Yeah, there's a lot of California flight to Texas. It's one of the places that a lot of people seem to be moving to because it's a great place and you can still get pretty reasonable real estate and cost of living is much lower. So there is that. It makes sense. James says, oh, nice. I went to the website and there's no 50%. I was hoping to catch something good. I was having so much trouble with the Jomar today. I don't know what's going on with that site. James says, if you have more than 200 transactions, you get it this year. I don't know. It says on the email, I can read it to you guys if you want. It says from eBay, they said and in their email. They said $20,000 and 200. They did not say or. Now, PayPal always said 20,000 or. So I don't know what is going on. And they said they were not supposed to send it out. So I don't know. I don't know everything. I just know what's happened to me in my experience getting the 1099 from eBay and then getting the message saying, whoops, we weren't supposed to send that out to you this year. But see what happens. See if you get one. And if you get one, my advice for right now would be don't submit it to your accountant or anything yet until you find out from eBay whether you were supposed to get one and they did submit it, because they said they weren't supposed to do it. Christy says, it's like Jomar knows when I get money because their retail store has a great sale going on. Oh my gosh. I know the website, they said it's like 50% off sale on certain things, but I couldn't get into my cart. I think my guess is there's so many people on there right now if they're doing a big sale, but we'll see. And Lisette says she's in Massachusetts. Our gas prices are at $3. We're like $4.90 something, like $5. It's painful. It is painful. Well, that's Deborah Anderson. Thank you. Mile IQ is an easy app that tracks your mileage, and it reminds you to categorize it as a business or personal. Yeah, that's awesome. That's what I need to do. There's so many helpful tools like that, where that way you can just track it, and then at the end of the year, flip. That's what I love about GoDaddy. I set up my categories, my different tax expense categories, and then it just puts them in there every single time. It makes it so easy. It's really great. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about eBay and the 1099. It really doesn't matter for me because I track it all anyway on my own on GoDaddy. So I don't need the 1099. It's all right there for me, but it'll make it a little bit easier to have that, just one less thing to track, I guess. All right, my friends, 56 minutes. I think we'll probably wrap up for this Friday live at 5. It has been so good to spend some time with you. If you're feeling generous or you want to spend a little bit more time with me, I put up a couple thrift haul videos that could really use some support. So if you want to go watch another thrift haul video and leave me a comment, I would love to see you there. And I hope you have a fantastic weekend. We're about to eat Chinese food, and I'll probably be working on my taxes more this weekend because I want to kind of get them out of the way. And I'll see you very soon. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate it. I appreciate all your fantastic comments, and I'll see you soon. Night.